It's not your job to make her happy, okay? And I think this is where a lot of guys get hung up on relationships. And quite frankly, there are a lot of guys that get in relationships with women. There are a lot of women out there that seem to put this message onto their male partners. It's your job to make me happy. I hear this from a lot of my male clients all the time. Like he's at work all day. He'll come home. He's had a long day. He's tired, and she's like, "What are you going to do to make me happy?" And you can't make somebody be happy. And I'm going to make the argument very strongly that if she is like that, if her message is, or if her expectation for you and your relationship is that it's your job to make her happy, you got to get out of there. That's a red flag, okay? That's the type of relationships that just inevitably fail, okay? We're too enmeshed in our culture and our society when it comes to relationships. We are too much dependent on each other in terms of it's your job to make me happy. I'm upset and it's your fault. It's your job to manage my emotions. My emotions are hinged on your behavior, and that type of enmeshed, codependent type relationship messages. They're negative. They're bad. Successful relationships don't operate that way. They inevitably fall apart because this type of enmeshment, this emotional enmeshment, is basically it builds resentment. This is the recipe for resentment. Is like if you're super tired, you come home from a really long stressful day at work, and bringing home the bacon, do everything that you feel like you're supposed to be doing as a man, and you're hungry, you're tired, you just want to get something to eat, you just want to crash, and you walk in and she says, "What are you going to do to make me happy?" I don't know. Those types of women, they got to go. That's not how successful relationships work, but I feel like that is sort of the modern and interpretation of masculinity and being a modern male, is that we get it baked into us that it's our job to make other people, especially women, happy. I think a lot of the messages that we get these days revolve strongly around this idea that we are just bad as males, and we have to make up for it somehow by doing things for other people. We have to make up for being male somehow. We just published a podcast episode with Marty the Moth. He's a professional wrestler, awesome guy. It was a good podcast episode, and the truth of the matter is that masculinity, in its best forms, is a huge gift to the world. Is a huge gift. The contributions that males give to the world is incredible. We do amazing things. Our competitive nature even creates really positive things for society and for other people. And granted, I do see how sometimes that turns bad, but in a lot of ways it's really super duper good. But yet we are spoon-fed these messages nowadays. Our males, our boys are getting spoon-fed these messages that they must somehow make up for the fact that they are male. I also hear this a lot, where guys will do something in their relationship that she perceives to be a mistake, and ladies, bad news. People are going to always make mistakes. If your relationship criteria is that he's not allowed to make mistakes, you are not relationship material. Guys, if that's her criteria for relationship material, is that you're not allowed to make mistakes, she is not relationship material. Get out of there. You don't deserve a female that operates that way. These types of expectations and messages that we give to males in that regard is crazy. Like, women don't make really bad mistakes in relationships. Like, they don't screw up constantly. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has positive and negative contributions to a relationship. But I see these guys all the time where it's like, well, I made this big mistake and now she expects me to make up for it or somehow fix it. Okay, this type of exchange between people, this like, you're always behind, I'm keeping score, you did something I didn't like, and now you have to pay for it. Those types of messages, if she's unforgiving, if she expects you to be that way in terms of relationships, get out of there. One of my taglines that one of my friends has encouraged me to pursue, a little bit unprofessional of me as a professional, but ditch the crazy bitch, man. Get out of there. You do not need that in your life. That person is toxic to you. You don't need her. But that is one of the biggest myths that men these days have, is that they need a woman in their life. It's something that they need. We don't need women. We don't. We want women. We like women. We love having good women in our lives. But if she's difficult to be around, if she's problematic, if she is always looking for a reason to be upset, get out of there. Dump her. Bye. Peace out. Don't marry her. Don't have kids with her. But at the end of the day, guys, it's everybody's job to make themselves happy. In this latest podcast episode, and I'm trying to upload the videos of those podcasts, it turned out to be a really good episode. We really liked the outcome and the messages that were kind of taught in that episode, is that your life should be amazing. And good women will want to jump on with it. It's like riding this amazing motorcycle. Like your life is like a motorcycle and you're just burning it up and having a great time. You're free. You're living authentically. Good women are going to want to jump on with you or ride along with you. And not good women are going to expect you to park that sucker and put a tarp over it and do what she wants. And you don't need that. Okay? We don't need women. They're unnecessary. And again, we want good women. We love good women. We love women that enrich our lives. But I just, as a therapist, as someone who has done men's groups, I see too many guys where their life it's almost like they're living in some sort of mental prison, because there's this constant scorekeeping and so forth. The truth of that is, you cannot make somebody be happy. You cannot make them do it. Like if I pointed out a stranger and said, make them happy right now, go make them be happy, you can't make them be happy. I mean, you can't put a gun to their head and say, be happy, or anything like that, right? It's crazy. You can't make somebody be happy. They choose to be happy or unhappy. And the thing is you can ends of the earth to make somebody be happy, and they can still choose to be unhappy. And in fact, I believe that it's even a manipulation tactic to get you to do everything and more, and then still be like, I'm not happy. I'm still not happy. It's still not good enough. And you just try harder and harder and give more and more and more and more. And ungrateful partners choose to be appreciative, partners that take everything and give nothing, get out of there. You can't make somebody be happy. It's up to you to make yourself be happy, and her to make herself happy. If everybody's an empty glass and they're trying to fill each other up, no one's going to be full. You have to fill your own glass. And when you have two people that work together to fill their own glasses and they come together, the relationship is far more rewarding in that way. So you cannot make her happy. Stop trying. But a lot of guys have just got it baked into them. They have this irrational fear or this irrational belief that is what they're supposed to do. So stop trying to make her happy. It's not your job. Okay? For this one, go check out our podcast. Go check it out. Our website. All the links are in the description below. You know what to do. Like, subscribe, and share. It is time for new discussions about masculinity, guys. So thank you again for watching. Catch you on the flip side.